it is now all you.
Good morning, guys. So, who likes art? Like any kind of art? Awesome. I'm gonna do it with my kind of people here. Alright, so my persuasive speech is going to be about why graffiti should be art. Must be art. Art. What do you guys think art is? Show of hands. What do you think art is?
Picasso.
That is an artist.
Oh,
But I will take that. That works for me.
Wow, it's the first thing I was thinking too. It was like Salvador Dali.
Anything that evokes an emotion.
Say it one more time.
Anything that evokes an emotion.
I like that definition. That is a great
Ooh.
definition.
So, question: you're driving, somebody flips you off. Is that art?
Yeah.
Is it art?
Depends how they do it.
There's a lot of artists out there.
It's sign language.
Sign
Sign
language.
language art. I got my Webster dictionary. Let me go to art here.
I haven't seen the actual dictionary in forever.
So I can find art.
That might be worth a lot of money, man.
Maybe I can find art.
It's under the A's.
Three A's, and then it goes to
I'm in the
R,
A's.
and then it goes to T. It
Right
should be like in
here.
the back and the front.
Oh, I got it.
Huh?
I got it. Right here.
The back and the front.
Alright. Maybe I got it. Alright, the study of drawing, painting, and sculptures. The work produced by artists. What else do we got here? The power of doing something easy and skillful. Skill is performed, an occupation that requires a natural skill, in addition to training and practice. Those are a few different definitions of art by Webster Dictionary. This is graffiti. Would you consider that to be art?
Yeah.
It is performing skill.
Plus, I
And it
love
is
the
by an
80s.
artist.
I grew up in the 80s. I loved them.
I must say this one's my favorite. Why graffiti should be considered art. As stated by The Breeze, graffiti provides a way for people to openly express themselves. It helps people make a statement about what they believe in.
What's the breeze?
It is a website by Kansas State. Why people believe it shouldn't be considered art. How many, we'll go back to the flipping off thingy that she talked about, right? That is awful. I would never suggest flipping somebody off on the road. You don't know what could happen after that. But that is a form of art that is not very nice. And I got a story. So my dad, he's a maintenance man at Springbrook Townhomes. He does people's work orders, like if they need a furnace fixed or something like that. We also flip units, so we paint, we take carpet out, we fix it so that somebody can move in afterwards, right? So somebody decided to spray paint our fire hydrants, the back of the trash cans, the sidewalk, and out front of the building. We hated this a lot because we had to go and fix it, right? But we do not know what that person was going through. Who knows? Maybe they were just expressing it in their own way. This completely defines this, but it also defines it as art. And I also really didn't like it. Say it one more time.
I said vandalism is just angry art.
Yes.
Oh,
but
I
it
don't
is
know
art.
about that. Oh, no, wait a minute. Yes,
Angry
I didn't
art.
listen to what you said. Yes, I agree. I think it's also a lot of times gang marking territories, different signs and
Which
stuff.
is what it was. It was like,
The gang of love.
it was like blood vein or something.
Yeah,
like
Bloods
that.
and Crips, but yours that was up there, like, I love the 80s. I could totally say I'd get a tattoo or something like that. That, to me, tattoos are artwork.
It'd be great.
The gang.
Actually, I would love to. I've always wanted to like do some sort of graffiti thing, which brings us to our next point. In my mind, I'm gonna go play the devil's advocate, and I say, since graffiti is illegal, wouldn't you believe that people, because it's illegal, they're trying to get at the police for that? I mean, I think if it wasn't illegal, people wouldn't do it as much. If that makes sense. Which isn't my style.
I mean, they probably do it as much as just wouldn't be as aggressive.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as aggressive. because most of it is like, and most of the bad vandalism is what I'm gonna call it, is toward other people, yeah, it's like a message toward people. Oh, this is a good one. So, the art and vandalism debate has been going on for centuries now, and, back in the, what was it, what was it? 30 years ago, that's what it is, 30 years ago. What, no, 30 years ago?
The 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, the 90s. It was 30 years ago. I knew that. So, 30 years ago.
How are those math classes going, people?
Terrible.
Actually, pretty good. I'm not failing, so that's good. But 30 years ago, hip hop was considered noise. Who in this room likes hip hop?
I see the hip hop, a heavy to the heavy to the hip
Hip hop,
hop,
really
and
don't
don't
stop
stop
the
and
rock
rock
and the
it.
bang bang. Oh, I'm not gonna.
Rapper's delight.
Yeah, it's great song. But it was considered noise, but everybody likes it, right? It just matters what the person likes, right? So nowadays, graffiti is known as vandalism, and the people that are doing graffiti are known as criminals. If I were to do some graffiti, would you guys consider me as a criminal?
Yes.
Yeah,
Technically.
just because it's you.
It's illegal.
What do you guys think a criminal is?
Somebody does
Anyone
something
who breaks the law.
Somebody who does
Yeah, but see, let's do my wall over there with the deer for Frankenstein, third try with my seniors. Could that be constituted as graffiti?
No, because it's
They
on
have
that.
permission to do it, I believe.
Yeah, you have permission to do it.
So that's what you're talking about. Okay. That doesn't mean if they took the same thing and did it on the side of the county building, now it's graffiti. It's
Exactly.
still art.
It's still art.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's the permission that decides it. How about the Sistine Chapel? He had permission.
Yeah. it's
So
still
there he
art.
is painting. It's art. But if he hadn't and he'd have done it on one of the villas down there, then it would be technically early medieval graffiti, I guess. So you're just basically saying it's whether or not they have permission that determines. Still art.
I did have a really good TED Talk video, but it was 18 minutes long, so I wasn't going to play. And then going back to my point that certain things work for certain people, like with the hip hop, people like hip hop, even though it was considered noise in the 90s. But you don't know what the person's going through. It could be a message. It could be just a ventilation system, I should say. Or it could just be somebody has a desire to do art, and that's the way they do it, is through graffiti.
I think that one of the cool
That's what
things,
I was like.
could you see or agree, disagree that maybe someone's very angry and they go underneath an overpass and paint that might have deterred them from killing somebody or doing something stupid. They let their emotions out in art.
Right.
And I know, don't tell me that's not. Some people do it with music. Some people do it with athletics. Doesn't matter, but call it what it is.
I call it art.
Cool,
Thank you
dude.
very much.
Cool, cool, cool.